Welcome to The Sound, KQAL FM's weekly behind-the-scenes look at Midwestern-made music. From writing and recording to distribution and promotion, The Sound is your source for new releases and exclusive interviews from Midwestern artists. Support for The Sound is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Rolling.
On The Sound, we check out Amateur with their new album, Every Little Thing. The band talks about the creation of the album, their writing process, and future plans. So stick around. I'm Caitlin Stoyer, and this is Amateur with Long Night on The Sound.
Just stay, you wander. Many days and many nights, you were right by my side. Sometimes I can't believe on how we just were right. 'Cause I try so hard, but not hard enough. Why do I keep on living when this life is too rough? It's coming, and I just won't feel the same, not anymore. Oh, I need, oh, there's scar in my heart. It won't do me no good, won't cause us any harm. Except this stage I'm a ghost that stands by my bed. And if they say you're the devil, oh, that dances in my head. Oh, the long night, oh, it's coming. Just won't be the same, not anymore. And I'll try, no one hears me. Is it just my life that breaks me the core? Just won't feel the same, not anymore. And I'll try, no one hears me. Is it just my life that breaks me the core?
That was Long Night from Amateur's latest album, Every Little Thing. I'm on the phone right now with Alex, Brody, and Jonathan from the indie rock band from Rochester, Minnesota right now. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. All right. I know you guys started as a duo in 2016. Could you talk a little bit about how the band came to be and then what it is today?
Yeah, so Chris and I started the band back in high school, probably around 2015. We were juniors at the time. Oh, this is Brody, by the way. We learned that we lived a block away from each other and just started jamming out, and eventually it grew into the other Tauzell brothers joining the band and creating some songs, and along the way we ended up gaining Alex Ortberg and Amanda J. Fuller, and we ended up making a whole album out of the whole deal, which is pretty cool. Took us many years to write these songs, but we're still writing new ones, and it's been an adventure.
I think Long Night, isn't that like one of the first songs you ever wrote?
Yeah, Long Night was one of the first songs we ever wrote.
So obviously that was a long time before I joined the band.
Yeah, this is a couple years ago.
Brody, what did Long Night sound like in terms of like compared to like what it sounds like now?
So originally when we wrote the song, I soloed in the wrong key. So yeah, we fleshed that out.
Nice.
The version you hear today is a lot more refined than the one you would have heard when we first started playing it.
Nice.
We're going to get back into the music. Here's Amateur with About a Girl.
Go up and down, but you stay, but you wonder. See that she's a man, try to do your best, but still, it's so pointless. She's screaming about everything with no meaning. You have a brain
That was About a Girl from Amateur's latest album, Every Little Thing. On social media, you guys posted that this album has taken years in the making. Could you walk us through the creation of Every Little Thing, like the story behind the album, the writing and recording process?
Story behind the album, unfortunately, it would be nice if Chris were here because he kind of writes most of actually all of pretty much, well, except for one song.
One song, yeah.
But he writes all of the lyrics. So he's kind of got the vision behind what the record's supposed to mean and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if, Jonathan, can you speak on that?
I feel like they tie into each other a little bit of maybe some of the things he's been through, gone through, grown as a person. I really think so with each song, whether if it's you take it at face value or if you listen to it a bit more, they're kind of their own little story, their own little snippet into kind of his thought process, his life, or a scenario with a loved one. There's a lot of songs written about someone in his life that's important to him. So, yeah, this is definitely one of them.
Did it just take a while to actually write the songs and come up with those ideas, do you think, for him? Or was there a reason that it took a while for the album to come out? Were you guys just redoing things, or?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. The funny thing is, with the songs themselves, those are probably the easiest to kind of write and get down, but finalizing them was the toughest part, I would say. Or we added a lot of horns and guest people on this album, which is a ton of fun, but it made it take a little longer. So,
and it didn't help that there was a pandemic in the middle of it. We started it 2018, 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
2019?
Yeah.
So obviously, right, we started in 2019, we're like all gung-ho about it, like, yeah, here we go, we're going to get this record done in a year and have it out next year. And then, of course, COVID hit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then, everything kind of came to a halt, mostly because I couldn't operate my business in the way that I could. We couldn't do any recording. So we kind of took, I don't know how long it was, but a good 6 months at least off from that.
Wow.
And then we started up again, not like full steam,
right?
But because COVID was still around, but we could at least, like with masks and stuff, start the process again. But it was, I don't know, it was slow going, and some of it was a little frustrating because it'd been so long since we had done things, and we were coming back to the songs and maybe having different thoughts about what we had done 6 months ago. Maybe this thing didn't work anymore. Maybe this could have been better. So it could have also been a blessing in disguise because those things, maybe we would have just let them go if we had just, continued the work. But we had 6 months to sit on it, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing. So we refined it, but also that took significantly longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in that time period, we've all kind of grown as musicians and just kind of learning new things and being able to come back to these songs and, adding new things or kind of having a different perspective on them.
Yeah. The songs were written to a point when you guys came in, but there was a lot of things that we needed to, like, solidify and polish up. Like, okay, Brody, you're going to play this guitar part here, and then Jonathan, you're going to play this piano part here. And then Justin, the drummer, all right, make sure, we've got consistent grooves throughout the record and stuff like that. So it took a little bit more time than a normal record would, just in terms of, like, a lot of these songs were being grown into adulthood, essentially, in the studios, in the studio, I should say. So I think that's a lot of the reason why it took so long, because we were just experimenting and solidifying and, like, saying, oh, that didn't work. Oh, that did work. Oh, maybe we should, do this instead of that kind of thing.
When you guys are writing these songs, is there anything that comes first? Do you guys come up with the lyrics first, the beats for it, the chorus.
Yeah, Christopher, which is one of my older brothers in the band. Justin is the other Tauzell brother, but Christopher kind of either comes up with a chord progression or maybe someone else comes up with some sort of chord progression thing that sounds cool. And he does a lot of this like writing and singing on the spot. Like maybe the first time we kind of fully play through a song, you'll have like 50 to 80% of it just kind of down on the spot, and then he'll kind of take some time on his own as he's playing through it, kind of finalizing some more things. And then even, as Alex kind of mentioned, going through in the studio, really finalizing some of those things. But I feel like now, through building the album, he's gotten a lot better at that. But that's kind of how it works. It's a strange process, but somehow Christopher does it. He's got that wonderful mind for it.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit weird for this record too, because you guys had these songs for so long, a lot of them at least, right? Like About a Girl is old, Long Nights is old. There's several other ones that just have history to them. So these were already written before we got into the studio. So all we had to do was kind of like make sure the instrumentation was there and the arrangement. But in terms of like the chords and the lyrics, that was all done.
Yeah.
Some of them years ago, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So now this next batch of songs is going to be completely different because we've been writing them as a band instead of I don't know, because I only joined in like 2020.
Yep.
So before this, I would assume Chris brought you stuff like fully fleshed out, and you guys kind of just added stuff to it.
Pretty much.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of same process where he'll come to the band with an idea, and we'll jam on it a couple times, and everyone will kind of make parts up on on the spot, and then over time, as we jam over it, kind of refine the parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fortunately, this time around, we're able to do that a lot more before we get into the studio and actually like solidify parts. So I think this next record is going to take a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
Now, back to the music. Here's Amateur with Wreck My Mind.
Love and hate, been here so long and still I wait, been brought to tears, but I don't cry, 'cause I keep it all locked inside. If I sit you down, would you understand me? What I am with you, these things will never be. Will you tie me up? There's not enough leash. Oh, it's getting hard to even breathe. That's why I scream my lungs out. But a dog to you, I can't be
That was Wreck My Mind from Amateur's latest album, Every Little Thing. And this kind of backtracks into the end of the last question a little bit. But I noticed when going through the album that some of your songs were released as singles prior. Is that because you guys had written them before everybody was in? Or is there just a reason you put out other songs before the album is complete?
We had kind of a strange one of some of the songs we felt like we were ready to release and wanted to kind of hype up the album a little bit. But then some other songs, we were maybe, even when that song was being released, we were finishing something up still in the studio for all the other ones, but this one was farther along, or just releasing something to show for our work of, hey, we have this awesome album coming out, come check it out. So
yeah, and I think hindsight's always 20/20, right? After you release something, I think we could have timed those single releases a little bit better. Some of the later ones were timed with more purpose, but like Get Right and About a Girl, those we got done and we're like, we got a song done, let's release it.
Yeah, I was just excited to have something done.
Right.
Yeah,
we just wanted to get our music out there when in reality, waiting 2 years to release that stuff would have been just fine because there was no following at that point anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So you're not letting anybody down by not producing music over the 2 years. But yeah. So in hindsight, I probably would have saved those songs until everything was done and kind of had a release strategy for those singles. But yeah, I think we were just really excited to get music out there. So that's why About a Girl, at least the first version of About a Girl, and Get Right were released significantly sooner than the record was.
Up next, we have Call My Name by Amateur.
I've been roaming the city for so long. I've been going so far that my mind's long gone.
That was Call My Name from Amateur's latest album, Every Little Thing. And then I saw that you guys primarily tour around Minnesota. Do you have any plans or hopes for the future to perform outside of the state?
We hope to perform outside of the state as soon as we can. I've been finding it hard to book gigs because for some reason nobody responds to emails.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get some opportunities, I think we're willing to do that for sure. Mm-hmm. And maybe some of the easier spots to get to, like Wisconsin and South Dakota and Iowa and North Dakota and those places around the Midwest. But as soon as an opportunity arises to, I don't know, go somewhere fun like Nashville or California or New York or whatever, I think we'll definitely hop on it for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no solidified plans as of now.
We're going to get back into the music. Here's Amateur with Every Little Thing. That was Every Little Thing from Amateur's latest album, Every Little Thing. Could you guys talk about what's up next for you regarding maybe shows or recordings?
Yes. Let me pull my calendar up. Okay, so the next show we have is on April 15th. It's at Hop and Barrel in Spring Valley, Minnesota. That's a new brewery, a sister brewery to the one in, where is that, Wisconsin somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I don't
I want
remember
to say Eclair Lacrosse, but
yeah.
Okay.
So it's a sister brewery to another Hop and Barrel in Wisconsin, and Brody's Googling it right now. But we've played there kind of like once a month for the last 4 months, right?
yeah, I think
Pretty much.
about.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. So the other location for Hop and Barrel is in Hudson, Wisconsin.
Hudson in Wisconsin.
There we go.
So, yeah, there's one in Hudson, which we've never played, but it'd be fun to go there.
Mhm.
And then there's one in Spring Valley, which is new as of like early or late last year. And then the next day on the 16th, we are playing at KJ's Hideaway, which is a club and bar in St. Paul, Minnesota. So we're excited for that. Any and all shows that we can play in the cities are good shows because shows around Rochester, like people know us, so we're not gaining too many new fans, but we get a good showing in Rochester. But our goal right now is to spread our music to as many people as possible. So we're excited about that KJ show. The next thing we have after that is, speaking of Rochester shows, we have a residency at a brewery down here called Thesis Beer Company. And every Wednesday in May, we are playing a show at Thesis. So that is why it is called a residency, because we're there for 4 weeks straight. And every week we have a different band opening for us. Some of the bands being Pat Egan, which is another Rochester native. We have Cosmic Orphan playing. Cosmic Orphan is playing, which is a brand new band, again, out of Rochester. We have, remind me who else. Oh, Loudmouth Brass is playing, which is a brass band, again, out of Rochester. And then, who is the fourth one?
Do we have Alsfona?
Oh, yeah, Alsfona, which is, again, another band out of Rochester. So we like to rep our Rochester peeps and get them shows when we can. So I don't know which week which band is on, because I think it's been kind of shifting around.
Yeah, it has.
But every Wednesday in May, we're at Thesis Brewing Company. Thesis Beer Company, I should say. And then after that, I think we've got one more Hop and Barrel show at some point. And then that's it for now, but we are obviously always continuing to book shows for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then where can people hear your music or find out about what shows you guys are doing next or merch or anything like that?
Yeah, we have a lively Instagram, Facebook. Find us at amateur or amateur_the band for Instagram and TikTok. Otherwise, Spotify, Apple Music, even Amazon Music, YouTube as well. We've got some cool graphics on YouTube, but find us everywhere.
Thanks again to Alex, Brody, and Jonathan of Amateur for joining us tonight on The Sound. For more information on Amateur, look them up on Facebook or Bandcamp. For more in-depth interviews and Minnesota-made music, tune into The Sound Wednesday nights at 6 p.m., right here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Caitlin Stoyer, and we just heard from Amateur on The Sound.
Thanks for listening to The Sound. The Sound is produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us online at kqal.org. Theme music for The Sound provided by Mike Terrell of Fires of Denmark.